Hey, Lila.
Hello.
Okay.
Again.
So I'm recording.
Yay.
Am I recording? No. Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, cool. How you going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Yeah, you look nice. Did you get a haircut?
No, it's just straight.
Oh, good. Oh, it looks different to yesterday. Okay,
It is
that's
different.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So how are you going over there? You're having a lovely evening?
Yeah. Pretty chill.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
nice. Yeah, I just had a pie here in Berlin, a good old meat pie,
Nice.
and two coffees.
Yep.
I broke my fast, and now we're going to talk about our new song that's coming out on Friday, "Dancing in the Dark." Bruce Springsteen's cover, beautiful cover about a working class dude in middle America who's out of work and out of love, and we did a version that is more of like a chill cinematic ballad vibe.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we're gonna
very
ask each other a
different.
few questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different, right?
Very different.
Yeah.
Okay, are you going first or
so-
me?
No, ladies first. What would you like to ask me, Lila?
What's something that you learned recently?
I think probably the biggest lesson that I learned kind of recently is that fear is like it's always going to be in the back seat of the car. It's always going to come at me. It might try and stab me in the kidneys. It might try and come and be my friend and kind of talk me out of doing something that's scary. But I just have to understand that it's always going to be there, I guess, and I just have to try and be its friend and play along with its stupid little games, because it's also there to protect me from the wolves and the fires and the hunters. Yeah.
Interesting.
What is the change? The other day it was so lighthearted, the question.
Did you prepare? You wrote them down.
Sorry?
Did you write them down?
I wrote them down. No, I just jotted them down on the way to the cafe then. Yeah.
So prepared.
What is the change you'd like to see in the world with your music?
With my music?
Yeah, what's the reason? I mean, what is, how would you like to see the world change? When you write your music, when you think about your music, is there a change in mind that you would like to see in the world? So that's not too intense. And it can be really, aloof.
I guess helping people feel connected, and I think when you're going through something, that's when you realize how important art and music are, and maybe you've had your heart broken or something, and then you hear a song and it's like they're saying everything that you're feeling, and then you realize that you're not the only person who's felt that before, and so you feel less alone, and there's something profoundly comforting in that, I think.
Right? Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah, 100%.
So connection and healing.
Because otherwise, why are we here? What's the point? What's the point of being on planet Earth as a human otherwise, huh?
Yeah.
Is it my turn? No, it's your turn.
It's my turn. What does the next year look like for you?
So I'm going to focus mostly on politically charged sort of vocal techno bangers, and then also psychedelic kind of modern classical songs that are probably also about human connection and kind of just just stories about, kind of what I maybe experience or observe in the people around me. And I mean, like logistically, I guess I'll be in Berlin. We're gonna go play Summer Contrast next week. Then we're gonna play. Then I'm gonna see my son and my dad in a little village in France, and then we're gonna go play in Prague. And this is Leon Dream. We're gonna go play in Prague, Basel, Istanbul, and then go back to do some 6 shows in Bali, which I'm really excited about. I think we're gonna play at Gio Papa from Shabu's birthday party, which is like essentially the coolest club in Bali, and it's kind of so I'm very excited about that.
That's very exciting, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. My turn. I just try to piece down for a second. What is love to you?
Love comes in many forms. There's romantic love, there's your family, there's your friends. I think there's such a big emphasis in our culture on romantic love, but some of the most important connections are the other types of love as well.
Yeah, that's a really good answer. Yeah.
And I think it's vital. What's life without love?
It is. Yeah, exactly. Another reason, what the fuck would be the point of being alive?
Exactly.
Like, people like to talk about, like, like kindness and human connection and all of these things, but essentially they are all love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
These questions are getting big. Now I'm like, what? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
I think a lot about this, and I think, it's a cliche, but it's summer in Berlin. It used to be summer in New York and winter in Bali and Sydney, but now it's summer in Berlin and winter in Sydney and Bali. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just because like that's also where my family is and where my creative safe space is. And then I like kind of like the inspiration, the cultural kind of and community aspect of what happens in Berlin. I think that's kind of interesting. It's very different to New York. It's sort of like it has a different kind of worldview. It's not so sort of self-centered in a way. And it's sort of like and there's so much cool, like interesting, artistic, modern classical music here, but also kind of very, very kind of specific styles of techno that have had many sort of evolutions over history since disco. So it's sort of interesting to kind of hear that.
Yeah, but the winter in Berlin sucks, so you have to leave.
No. Apparently everyone turns into like zombies.
I tried to do it and it was horrible.
Oh, you tried?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No good time.
Yeah.
Leave in the winter.
Yeah.
But the summer's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of food is your music? I don't worry about that. But if you could describe your food in culinary terms.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, you do.
It's like dessert, like a like like a velvet. What's the velvet cake called? It's a velvet.
Red velvet cake.
Velvet cake.
Isn't that just food coloring?
I don't know.
But you could do it with beetroot. I think yours would suit beetroot.
Beetroot, natural. natural
beetroot red
flavoring.
velvet cake.
Yeah.
Like really moist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do I have another one?
Yeah.
I think we're.
I feel like, well, I don't know. I feel like we need to talk about how this collaboration happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I was playing at Waves, and I was having a kind of a meltdown, and then playing probably the shittest show of my life, and it was so nice to meet you afterwards, because you were like, you're the female version of me. You're like, I'm the male version. I'm the male version of you. You're the male version of me. And then I was like,
you're like, what the fuck? Who is this person?
What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, and then he was like, like vibey piano, electronic music, and vocals, and like, and I think you said something really beautiful. Something like, there's like so much power in fragility, or something. You said something like that.
Wow.
Does that sound like something you said?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But yeah, and then sorry. Yeah.
I don't remember saying that, but I remember saying that you're me, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like the end of the festival, and you were there with your piano, and it had all been like pretty intense music most of the time, and then it was just nice to have that change. And then I was like, oh, maybe this is what it's like watching me, except it's the boy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's cool. And then we were on the beach party going, yeah.
The beach party was amazing.
Right? Yeah. Battery powered epic sound system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we just started chatting and collaborating, and we did Dancing in the Dark, and just like and we're also doing that remix, which I'm really excited about.
I'm excited about that too.
ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you check out EFX Fragments?
Not yet.
Plugin yet?
Not yet. I'm going to.
It's so good. It's just like just sort of like takes all the heavy lifting out of kind of just like trippy sounds, like just instant vibes. Yeah. So I guess does that wrap
Is that
up?
it?
Do we need to talk about? Yeah, but do we need to talk about anything else?
The song comes out on the 14th, which is Friday.
Yeah, the song comes out on Friday.
You can pre-save it.
In the link. Yeah.
And then you can listen to it on repeat for like a week. Thanks.
Yeah. Please listen to it on repeat. And if you like it, if it connects, tell your friends, tell your family about it. Yeah. People. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you have a lovely evening and a good sleep, and you wake up fresh and you write a killer track tomorrow.
Thanks. I hope you have fun in Berlin. Enjoy.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.